Sir, if you want to come and join the presentation, if you want to have a conversation, you can take it out of the hall. So as I said, I'm Philip Powell, a markets manager, and I would like to just sort of open with a little bit of some background so you understand where we're coming from on the Busker program. Because it's important that you understand that. And we know there's been some concerns from your community. We're delighted to have you now as part of the market, and that was part of the goal of this. In 180 years of the vibrant market, there has never been a reference to a busker program or entertainment as part of the vibrant experience.
Because of Larry.
Well, I shouldn't say that actually. There was a busker program. I don't know if any of you were around in 1995. There was a busker program for the summer of 1995 that this was modeled after. Well, the whole bylaw changed, and that was the rationale. So, as you know, the vibrant market is made up of a bunch of different elements. So it's got vendors outside, it's got rickshaws, it's got tour services, all those other things. And in our mandate in trying to manage the vibrant market, which is under the municipal sphere, the province gives the authority, the ability to manage the markets. We have the ability to designate spaces and to make the program work. And it's a challenge for us to try to balance all those things. You hear about the tour buses running, you hear about all those things. Every tour bus represents $7,000 worth of revenue to Ottawa. So the idea about let's just all leave them at Parliament Hill, it means that those $7,000 doesn't come to the 17,000 seats that are restaurants in the vibrant market.
Just getting the bus driver to shut the darn bus off.
And we're wanting to do that. But if you're one of the 47 seniors that are trying to get back in a bus that's been sitting in the 30 degrees of last August, they want to cool it down. So I mean, we've heard it, and like, we don't sit down there in the ivory air-conditioned tower office. I had the pleasure of being on the street myself for 24 years. I know every crack in the sidewalk in the vibrant market, and I know people like Linda, to whom I report these days. It's like, well, you know, there are two sides to a story. If we could only get two sides to any issue in the vibrant market, we'd be lucky. Because usually there's about 15 different versions, and somewhere between all of that lies the truth and lies the reality of what that place is all about. Okay? And it's amazing.
That is the best thing I've ever heard anyone say.